Well, here is the 200th RoR's freestyle commentary video that I'm going to do. But before I begin, I wanted to show you all something a little special since everyone wanted to do like a freestyle competition for the 200th video, but I didn't feel like doing it yet. Maybe for 250th because the 100th was just not even like 2 months ago, perhaps. Plus that freestyle collab I did with everyone back like 2 weeks ago. I'm too worn out from all that shit. It's a lot of work, so I need some time off from that. But anyways, I went back and looked up all the runs, and I added them into a chart to get the average of who sent me the most runs, and here is the chart. So here is the chart for the most runs of all time. After 200 runs, I included everyone except for the Roblox commentaries, which Duncan has the vast majority in, and this does not include the one BeamNG run that Playdrew TV did. This is only rigs or odds. After 200 runs, you can see the list over there. There are 14 people overall that have done a run for me. So last place, of course, Benjamin Hall, who only gave me one run, and that represented like not even 1%. He hasn't got 1% of the runs. And it's a tie between that guy, since I'm not gonna be able to pronounce his name, and Playdrew TV with 2, and they both got 1% each. And then right after that is Tyrannus and Wink Warrior, which both of them got free, which is still 1%. Looks like, can't think right here. Yeah, no, that's me. There we go. So just 1%. And then as you look at the chart, after that it's a tie between me and Blazing Gamer 105. I think I'm right here. Yeah, with 6, which both gets us 3%. And then right behind us, right behind me and him, is Skull Candy, who put up 8 runs, which is 4%. And then right behind him is RoR Monsters Live, who's going through 3 different name changes if you go through the runs with 9. And he has 4% of the runs in total. But then after that, we get into everyone that's done 10 runs, which is only 5 of them. First up right after that would be Gavin, who did 11 runs, 13 runs, which represents 6%. And after that, Matthew, who did 28 runs, he represents 14%. And then third place is Adam, who has 36 runs, which accounts for 18%. And then runner-up is, of course, Duncan, who has 19% of the runs with 38. And number 1, of course, from the very beginning, Garrett, with 50 runs and represents almost a quarter of the runs. He has over 1/5 of the share and almost a whole quarter. How about that? And, of course, you all got to thank Garrett for this series because he started this back in July when he sent me a run to comment on. And believe it or not, I actually was not thinking about doing it because I didn't really feel like doing it. I've always been like an announcer for Monster Jam stuff all my life, but I didn't think it would sound good to anyone else, not to mention a whole bunch of work going into it. But I decided to do it, and I did it, and then he sent me another run, and then he sent me another run, and then Tyrannus started doing it, and that's what began the snowball that led to this series of 200 runs and 14 people in total doing it. So you gotta thank him a lot for that. Oh, and Garrett, since you've had the lead from the very start, because at one point after 20 runs, you had 19 of them. You were like over 90%, and now you fall into a quarter percent. I mean, only 24%. Just to let you know, if you want to maintain that lead, you got to catch up because Duncan and Adam are catching up to you like a motherfucker. And I mean, they are catching up. I mean, Duncan only has a 12. You're only ahead by Duncan by 12. And he usually gives me like 2 runs. For every 1 run you give me, he'll probably give me like 3 or 4 runs in the meantime. So, unless you do something, he and surely Adam are going to catch up eventually. So, you better keep the work to maintain that lead. And now that I think about it, I might actually keep this chart for later on just to see how much has changed since the last time. So, that'll be an interesting thing to do. So, I think I'll do just that. So, now let's get on to the run. Alright, so here we go. The 200th commentary with me driving Baltimore Basher on that Anaheim track, and I got some big air right off the tabletop. I did not try to go for the make the Metal Militia jump right there because I didn't want to do like a hard flip. So hit the brakes at the last minute. That's why I got that hard, like, I'm stuffing it into the dirt on the nosedive. As I got some big in there off the racing lane. Now they're swinging around into a donut as I line up for that tabletop right there. Somehow managing to avoid the dumpsters right there. I got really lucky there. Alright, now I'm going to get some big air as I line up right for the backside to center jump. Gonna stuff the frame right into the dirt right there. Into a beautiful wheelie as I go right into the tabletop right there. Missed the backflip wall. And now line up for the cross thread of the tabletop. On 2 wheels. Got a nice save right there. That was beautiful. Alright, now going for that beautiful crossfed right there up that tabletop. Bump over to that roller right there. As I go into the dumpsters right there. Got a nice save right there. Alright, now going right for the tabletop once again. Go combo up the other one too. I'm going to land on 1 wheel too. Now let's see what I'm going to do as I line up for the crossfed. Managed to avoid the dumpsters right there. With some big gear right there as I went into 2nd gear. And now, over the cars right there. Oh, I'm in trouble. Got a nice save right there as I go right into the wall. Turn around quickly. Went over the roller. And now line up for this backside to center jump once again. Got a nice sky wheelie right there. It was kind of crooked though. And now, let's see as I line up for the cars right there. Right over the van stack, I meant to say, as I plowed right over it. Alright, line up for the tabletop. And I got a nice save right there too on 1 wheel. That was great. Alright, so now, here we go. Right for the crossfed once again with the tabletop. Oh, I'm going to nose it hard right here as I'm going to go over. Ooh, took a really hard hit. This isn't the breakable either, so it's not going to break. Well, unfortunately, I can still have a shot to save it. But I'm not in a good spot to save it. I still have a shot right here, and I did it. Whew, I managed to actually get it right there. But I'm going to go fail backflip right over the dumpsters, too. Into a nice, beautiful save right there. Oh, man, that was great. Oh, man, what a sick save that was right there. I'm going right for the center jump. Oh, this could be trouble here. Oh, here we go. Going to go over. But I still have a shot to save it. As long as I turn it right. Yep, I got it right. Man, what a sick run this has been so far. Particularly the last couple hits. As I go over the van stack, thankfully I didn't get caught right there. Alright, so now, got some more nice air right there. Because I'm still in 2nd gear, I have to correct. As I'm going to nose, here we go again. I'm going to nose it off the tabletop. Oh, I didn't get the right bounce I wanted. I'm going to go over. I'm going to end the run there. What a sick run that was. And it was nice to do the 200th commentary. And maybe we'll do another freestyle competition for 250 if I need some time to like wind down from that one, those last 2 runs. And also, there are, I think, 3 more runs in total that I got commentaries I got to do later on today. So expect some more for that. So until then, Johnny, and thank you for enjoying this run. And of course, remember, thank you, Garrett, for making the series even possible.